My name is Kim Kристина and I'm in 9th grade. And today I'll be talking about Al-Farabi, and I'm gonna start with his biography. An outstanding thinker of the East, the Arab scholar Al-Farabi is one of the people who are called educators. His research influenced the formation of medieval Arab philosophy. Aristotle's follower Al-Farabi made a significant contribution to the development of the sciences. The thinker's legacy lives in his books. The philosopher's work are conventionally divided in two categories. The former are devoted to the laws of the universe, human existence, and worldview. Al-Farabi classified mathematics, astronomy, and geometry as one of the sciences that can help interpret issues related to these areas. The sciences investigated matter and its properties as well as reflected on the concept of time and space. The second category of work includes work on wildlife and the laws of its existence. They cover chemistry, biology, medicine, optics, and physics. There are roughly two philosophical literatures on happiness, each corresponding to a different sense of the term. One uses happiness as a value term, roughly synonymous with well-being or flourishing. The other body of work uses the word as a purely descriptive psychological term, akin to depression or tranquility. An important project in the philosophy of happiness is simply getting clear on what various writers are talking about. What are the important meanings of the term and how do they connect? While the well-being sense of happiness receives the significant attention in the contemporary literature on well-being, the psychological notion is undergoing a revival as a major focus of philosophical inquiry, following on recent developments in the science of happiness. This entry focuses on the psychological sense of happiness. For the well-being notion, see the entry on well-being. The main accounts of happiness in this sense are hedonism, the life satisfaction theory, and the emotional state theory. Leaving a variable question behind, we find that happiness in the psychological sense has always been an important concern of philosophers. Yet the significance of happiness for a good life has been hotly disputed in recent decades. Further questions of contemporary interest concern the relation between the philosophy of sciences of happiness as well as the role of happiness in social and political decision-making. There are roughly two philosophical literatures on happiness, each corresponding to a different sense of the term. One uses happiness as a value term, roughly synonymous with well-being or flourishing. The other body of work uses the word as a purely descriptive psychological term, akin to depression or tranquility. An important project in the philosophy of happiness is